Hello, dear children, and welcome to Social Studies class. Today, we will study very interesting chapter called The Land of Snow or Greenland. So, let's find out where this land of snow exists on Earth. Children, it lies in the polar region. Now, where are the polar regions? Areas around the North Pole and the South Pole is called the polar region, as you can see in the map. The northern polar region is called the Arctic and the southern polar region is called the Antarctic. This polar region comes under the frigid zone, which is one of the most important heat zone of the earth, and it is also the coldest zone, you can say. Which countries lie in the frigid zone? United States, Canada, Russia, Iceland, Sweden, Finland, Norway and Greenland, which is a part of Denmark, lies in the polar region. More than 80% of its land is covered in ice, and yet it is called Greenland. Greenland is located towards the northeast of North America. More than two-thirds of the island is located north of the Arctic Circle. Greenland is officially the world's largest island that is not a continent. Home to 56,000 people, Greenland has its own extensive local government, but it is also part of the realm of Denmark. The Baffin Bay and the Davis Strait separate Greenland from the northern islands of Canada, as you can see in the given map. The first European who visited Greenland was an explorer called Eric the Red. He gave the island its name. Greenland. Over 80% of Greenland is covered in ice, but its grass was probably greener back in the summer when Eric the Red first landed in the southwest of the island, and it was all blooming. The Arctic Circle passes through the southern part of Greenland. Most of Greenland therefore lies in the frigid zone in the northern hemisphere. The region is also known as the tundra region. Greenland is a self-governing province of Denmark, and its capital is Nuuk, earlier known as Gotthab. Greenland covers an area of about 21.5 lakh square kilometers. Greenland is one of the coldest countries in the world since almost the whole year the temperatures are below 0 degrees Celsius. Greenland is surrounded by seas that are either permanently frozen or chilled by cold currents. Huge pieces of ice frequently break off and float in the sea. They are called icebergs and are a great danger to ships in the sea because when an iceberg floats on water, most of it remains underwater. Climate of Greenland. The entirety of Greenland is located in the polar climate zone. This means that in general it stays chilly all year round and gets very cold in the winter, but there are large variations from region to region. Vegetation and wildlife of Greenland. %80 of Greenland is always covered with ice. The only plants that grow here are mosses, lichens, grasses, and bushes. Some flowers bloom in spring. Both summer and spring are very short in Greenland. Wildlife. Only those animals that can withstand the extremely cold are found here, like the polar bear, reindeer, musk ox, wolf, Arctic fox, and seal. The Inuits, also called Eskimos, came to Greenland from North America and settled here many years ago. Over time, they have adapted themselves to the harsh climate. The Inuits are short and stout. They have flat faces, narrow eyes, and copper yellow skin. The Inuit hunted animals such as caribou and sea mammals for food. They used animal bones to make harpoons and fish hooks. The Inuit live in extended families with each member contributing to the work. The Eskimos or Inuit are the original inhabitants of Greenland. They are mainly hunters and live by fishing and hunting animals found in the region. The skin and fur of the animals are used to make clothes. The fat is used as fuel. The people wear clothes made of animal skin and fur. Men, women, and children wear jackets with hoods lined with fur called parkas. In the past, the Inuit were nomadic. They used sledges pulled by dogs for transport. They used boats called kayaks for fishing in the sea. The Inuits were always on the move for multiple reasons, therefore, their housing was not too complex to build. They had multiple forms of housing. In summer, Inuits live in tents and they also live in igloo, which is a temporary dome shaped shelter made out of snow blocks. The southwestern coast of Greenland is the warmest part of the country, and thus most of the people live here. Nuuk and Sisimiut are major cities of Greenland. Nuuk population is 18,000. They use rifles and guns in place of harpoons for hunting. There is compulsory and free education for children up to the age of 14. The economy of Greenland is based on fishing. Fishing accounts for 95% of all exports of Greenland. Hunting seal and whale is very important to the Inuit people. Most people join the fishing industry. Most Inuit now lead a settled life. They live in small villages or towns on the sea coast. They go on hunting trips which may last for several days. They have fast, motorized sledges for transport. Fish processing is the major industry in Greenland. Sheep are raised in small numbers in the southwestern coast. A very small part of land in the southwest is suitable for agriculture, and some vegetables such as potatoes are grown. Greenland is a diverse nation of marvelous rugged landscapes, traditional culture, and hidden gems. Hope you have enjoyed the chilling trip to Greenland. Thank you, children, and have a nice day.